Cool.
Makes a huge difference, by the way. Yeah.
Good.
Okay, Jenny, we're live. You ready?
Yep.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the greatest podcast on the planet Earth. That's right, folks. The guy that didn't hit the record button. Hold on. Let's try this one more time. Oh, there we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest podcast on the planet Earth. That's right, folks. The Grow Clinton podcast, brought to you by Grow Clinton, a nonprofit economic development, community development, and tourism organization located right here in Clinton, Iowa. As always, I am Andy Sokolovich, your host, joined by Jenny Home in the office. Jenny, what's up?
Oh, I've had a great day.
You have had a great day.
I have.
I'm going to say it like I know what you did today.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
Why was it so great?
Well, because yesterday.
You woke up on the right side of the dirt, as my grandfather used to say.
I did. At my age, that's a big plus.
That's a big plus.
And also, yesterday and this morning, I talked to some potential members. We've had a potential member come in and join. And then I'm writing thank you notes to all of our awesome members, and I love it.
Yeah, I love that you do the thank you notes.
I love doing it.
Your penmanship is unmatched.
Oh, wow.
It is very nice.
Thank you.
If Matt was to write those,
yeah,
you would look at it like hieroglyphics. My handwriting sucks, but his is bad. Like, he leaves notes for me, and I'm like, I have no idea. What's a plus sign?
Yeah.
Is it greater than or equal to? I don't know what that is. Yeah, but at least he knows it. That's why, because whenever we do a progress reward or the first dollar for a new business, I sign as the president, and then our chair of our board signs. But in my absence, Matt will sign. So we always got to be careful.
Come on, Matt.
Because they're going to be like, what is this? Hey, you know what never lets me down, Jenny?
What?
High-speed fiber internet. That's right. The Grow Clinton podcast is powered by Miles Communications, offering wicked fast, high-speed fiber internet, also offering television and telephone services. Check them out online, milestelephone.com. Again, milestelephone.com. If they're not in your neck of the woods, they are on their way. Give Scott Bodie a call. Find his contact info, milestelephone.com. Great guest today, Jenny.
Oh, I'm so excited to hear about all of this. I really am. I'm being sincere. This is a great company in our town.
Now, I moved here in 2012, and I started working in economic development in 2015. I was never around when it was referred to as a Ralston.
Oh, yeah.
But people in the community still refer to it as Ralston.
I
so
remember
every
that.
once in a while, I got to
Sure.
check myself. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Ralston
They're like the
Purina.
Ralston plant over there. What's going on over there at the Ralston plant? I'm like, I don't know what the Ralston plant is.
About?
But we have Justin Wilkinson, the factory manager of the Nestlé Purina PetCare Company Clinton plant, in the house today on the podcast. Justin, thanks so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great.
So, Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you come from? How did you move all the way through the Nestle hierarchy to become a plant manager?
Yeah, sure. Glad to talk. So I've been actually originally from DeWitt, so very familiar with the area. Been with the Purina organization, Nestle Purina organization, since 2007. So I've been there 18 years now.
How's that possible, man? You're in your 30s.
Blown by. But it's been a great place to be, and got opportunity to see several different facilities. So actually started as a management development associate, and actually started in the Davenport factory. Had really no idea growing up here that there was two factories so close together and so close to us. But so I out of college started with the program.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Iowa State. So,
that explains the license plate out there in our parking lot.
not
I don't want to talk about it.
Here, is there? Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
A lot of these engineering types. Are you an engineer by trade?
Yeah, went to engineering school.
So ISU pumps them out.
Yep.
Yeah, we see a lot
Quite
of Iowa State folks in the engineering world.
Nope. So after going to engineering, had the opportunity to come back, and it was kind of nice to know the area and know some of the people and get to kind of be around again. And so I was here for about 2 years, and then moved through several facilities, spent time and we have a site in New York. We have a site in Texas, in Missouri. Spent some time in Oklahoma. Came back to headquarters, and then went to Texas and Wisconsin before finally landing back here in home in Midwest. And
how you become a manager, because you learned it all, right?
I got to go see several different situations, and and I'm not sure if I've ever learned it all, but absolutely a privilege to get to see some different scenarios and meet different people and different ways of doing things. So
that's one of the things that I love about careers in manufacturing. Not just Nestle, but all over the region here here. We have some great manufacturers, and you have the opportunity to come in at like the bottom level, as a production person, and then work your way all the way to the top. They're really, we talked the other day on a podcast about opportunities for career professional development. And in the manufacturing sector, there's plenty of opportunities to continue to rise.
Right.
We look at several that have, we were talking to Joe Hoinke, site manager out at Lyondell-Basell Clinton Complex, and, he referenced several individuals who started in the production side as operators, and some of which now are running plants across the globe. So plenty of opportunity.
Sounds corny, but it really isn't that like what you call the American dream. You can start out and work your way up. Absolutely. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I know Joe's been active in trying to get some of those learning programs together and really great things. And we're proud to partner with Clinton Community College and do the similar things. And, it is really neat to be able to see, hey, I want to be a maintenance mechanic. I want to learn more about, technology. Great. We've got things for that. And I think, you look at the old school manufacturing with I Love Lucy and the chocolates.
Dirty, just soot face covered coming out of the plant after a hard day's work. The whistle blows. It's not like that anymore. Because you guys, I always joke when I walk through the Purina plant that my dog eats better than I do. But you have to follow the same standards from a cleanliness standpoint.
We are a food company, so we are. We say we're making food for pets, and so it's not just pet food. It's not what you think about when you used to have the farm dog and you just kind of throw the bag out, or the scraps that you just kind of throw out there. We are making food for pets, and we follow many of the same rules that we have. We have FDA show up from time to time. We have all the regulatory pieces, and we do thousands and thousands of checks to make sure we're putting out the highest quality product all the time.
One of the coolest things that you guys do, a lot of cool things, but one of them is that you can send in dietary needs of your pet and get it done exclusively for your pet. It comes back with a picture of
we have
your pet on there. What is that called? Tell us about
it. It was called Just Right. Unfortunately, we don't have that one
I'm
anymore.
Sorry.
It's
Pardon me.
No,
I knew that. I knew that. Well, this is what's cool about this plant locally is a lot of the research and development for the Purina PetCare brand, specifically for the dry dog food, is happening right here in Clinton, Iowa.
Yeah. Dry and treats. So we do about 85% of the country's treats are produced here. We have some that are exclusively produced here. So it's really neat because, to your point, Andy, we are 4.5 hours from headquarters. And so we'll have the corporate team come up and they'll say, hey, we've done all the science behind this, because it's not just, hey, it looks really cool. To your point, Jenny, it's here's what I need on my pet's diet.
Right.
And so they'll come up and they'll be like, hey, we have this and this is the science behind it. We're going to make it here. Absolutely. Yeah. And the people that we have at the Clinton site, it's really why I'm so proud to be part of the team and really enjoy being back here with this group, is because of that can-do attitude, the can-do spirit.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing against the sister factories, but I do believe that that the Clinton team does have a lot of that, watch me, we'll make it work.
Right.
I have I have a lot of friends in that plant. Andy Murphy is a buddy of mine. Shout out to him. A whole bunch of folks that I know that have been working there for many years.
Andy's great.
You had some folks retire recently that were tenured, been there for a very long time. Jim being one of them. So
Jim was 29, 30 years almost. So he just retired from us, and we've got a number of people that are in the 20 to 30 year mark, and still helping us every day to do what we do, and they're probably some of the best that we have from a coaching on the safety front, coaching on how we do the high quality product we need to pump out. It's really great to be at a place that is so respected in the community and part of the community, and people want to come stay there. And I think, again, you talk to, it's not the dirty, some of those guys could probably tell you some stories of the
back in the
way
day.
it used to be, and back in the day, but it's not that anymore. And I think that goes a long way to keeping our people, and then again, the growth opportunities that we continue to find and continue to develop, again, partnering with great organizations like yourselves and the Clinton Community College. We've seen some really fun things that we can do together with that kind of spirit that we have at that factory.
I've enjoyed working with every factory manager. Let's see. Eric Helding was the first one. And then it was Amy Kerr. Roger Brecht,
Correct, yeah.
and then you.
Yeah.
So that's four
of us
in 10 years. So what I think super cool, we talk about career progression, is the Clinton plant, to me, correct me if I'm wrong, seems to be a stepping stone to corporate.
It does tend to be that way. Yeah, there's quite a few that all 4 of those have gone to corporate.
Because Eric Helding, I think he's a safety guy now.
He's the vice president of safety and education and training. So he's one that we go to quite often as we talk about people development. So yeah, he's there. Amy's a vice president of operations of I think the litter factories. They keep moving people around, so I can't keep track. But yeah, it is because of part of the uniqueness of the facility. And it's a great place to go learn all the different pieces. And again, that interaction we have constantly with the team from the St. Louis group is a big part of it. So good way to learn, hey, how does this work and how do we fit within?
Yeah.
Marketing's coming up. And again, when we talk about these new products, really cool idea. We've also got the science behind it. Marketing wants to make sure it looks good and we can sell it too. And that's an important part.
In your training.
Yeah.
Throughout all of that training, what can you name some things that you learned or you found out that you were just like, wow, I had no idea.
Absolutely.
This job was available, or this, was a process.
I think when you look at the science behind it is one of the biggest things.
Yeah.
I had no idea the amount of time and energy that was put into the ingredients, the ingredient selection. How do we get it to out to look like that kibble,
right?
And to be at the rates that we're putting it out to the marketplace, and to do it with the fine quality all the time. So I think just how it comes from truck to the bowl, if you will, like that was an eye opener.
Yeah,
it still is amazing to me how we can operate, and all the steps that go into that is just impressive. And it starts with the procurement team, our team getting that product here, our team sampling it, the support that we get on every step along the way to make sure it's the high quality product. And then it goes in mixes, the size of the mix, the type of meats we're putting in, how that all combines in to get that final quality to our consumer is just impressive. And then we're doing it about 300,000 tons a year from a dry side, and that's cat and dog food, and about 32,000 tons of treats a year. So I think just learning how all of that comes together and how we interact with it has been probably the coolest part of it.
I don't care who you are. If you open up a bag of bacon strips, you thought about eating it. As a human being, you crack that open, you thought about it. I'm sure Justin will say, I don't recommend you do that.
No, don't do that.
You will survive.
They're safe. They're people safe.
You will survive. But I find it interesting. I say this all the time. My mom will send me this big bag of bacon strips for my dogs on Christmas. And I'm like, Mom, did you look at the bottom of the bag on the backside? And right there, it'll say Clinton, Iowa on it. So
it's the thought that counts.
She's sending it right back. Like, I can go down the street and just knock on the door. Yeah. My favorite security lady that's out there will let me in. She would not.
She is a tough, man.
I tell everybody that visits the plant,
yeah.
is that if you go out there, you have to have your driver's license, and they're going to call in to Jane's office.
Jane will make sure you're
Jane
on the list.
Make sure we're on the list, but she does not mess around.
She legit.
You cannot get through that quickly. So she does a good job. Keep her around.
It's great.
But then we talk about career progression. What was the young lady's name that used to work in the R&D side? Was it Candace?
Yeah. Candace she's a quality now, and
she's running her own plant, isn't she? Or she was?
She was. Yeah. She actually went up to the Hager City facility, and now she's back with corporate quality and supporting us regionally here.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, I
want to be happy. Yeah.
How many jobs can you say, like, I'm going to start, I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to show them that I have a hard work ethic and I'm willing to learn, constantly learn, and eventually, potentially run your plant.
Right.
That's so cool.
And then, make a change if you want to. I mean, I think that's so great that you can get into something like that and then just say, okay, I want to make a change. What's my opportunity here? And there is opportunity.
Absolutely. I think that you look at a guy like you mentioned, Eric Helding and Amy, both of them, they started in accounting and then they said, you know what, accounting is fine, but I'd really like to do the production thing. And so they spent the time, learned the production side of it. A big part of that goes to that management development associate program we have, which we've got 9 of them right now, and those are the kids that are coming.
We gave them a tour.
Tour. They were very nice
awesome.
too.
There was
Really
actually
enjoyed
one
it.
young man was from Allentown, Pennsylvania, which isn't
Yeah.
far from where I grew up.
Yeah.
And then this is showing their age because you said they're young. I said, "Who sings the song Allentown?" And he looked at me and I'm like, living here in Allentown. He said, "I have no idea." And I'm like, "Billy Joel." And he's like, I'm like, "And you're from Allentown. Like, why isn't that just blasting over the airwaves?"
Didn't know.
She had no idea.
He should get a ticket.
And even when I
slap.
said Billy Joel, he kind of looked at me like, I don't know who that is either.
Ouch.
So I'm like, oh, that's how I knew like, I'm getting old.
Oh my
I
gosh.
feel better now that I call them kids.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my
They were
Lord.
awesome. They asked. We gave them a tour, put them in a city bus, drove them all around. They were very excited about the opportunity, asked a lot of questions because they'll be here for several months. Correct?
Yeah, they'll be here. The shortest time frame is probably 12 months, and some of them have been here now, going on almost 18 months, going to maybe 2
that's
years.
great.
It's a cool program.
It is a great
I was just
program.
reading up actually in preparation for this show. So again, it's called what? Management Development
Associates. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
And the program is similar to many of the big companies you have, right? Hey, how do we get somebody in and grow them and fast track them into a management role? And I think that, again, going back to the privilege of being at this site and the team we have here, all of our employees, whether they want to admit it or not, they get to share their knowledge and they like it. I do believe they like it. Hey, this is how we do what we do. I come in every day. I'm proud to be here. I'm proud of what I do. I want to show off. And they get to do that with these.
Well, I think that's your hashtag. Proud Purina EMP.
There you go.
It's investment.
Boy, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen it all over.
Their investment in they feel invested in it because they've contributed.
They have. They
But-
put a lot of time and energy
Yeah.
into growing us to where we are today. And you go back to when Eric and Amy and Roger were even here, and we've added so many team members to our group. And I think when I started, it was like a 300, maybe 250 employee wise, and now we're up to around 650. And it's
At the
just
Clinton plant?
The Clinton plant.
Wow.
Yeah,
We got to
so
update our stuff. I
Yes,
did not
we
know that.
do, and it's
growing.
smart
It's
on
growing.
Nestle's part because they talk about generational differences in the generation that's coming up now. When they're employed, they want a path. They want to know what they're going to get out of working there, and it's no longer where you're just guessing or anything. It's like, I want a plan. I want to know what this can do for me.
Where do I go next, and
Right.
how do I grow within this organization?
Right.
And to your point on being able to say, hey, I started in HR, but I really like doing
Right.
Yeah.
logistics. Great.
I'd like to try it.
Let's
Yeah.
tug on that growth string a little bit from a financial standpoint. I'll let you throw out a number, but I have my own. I've been racking in my head between the acquisition of the 2 buildings on the backside of the plant that you converted. One remains warehousing, correct? The other one is a production facility.
Yep.
And then the ASRS, which is automated storage retrieval system.
Yep, correct. Yeah.
What's the dollar value in those?
So I know the ASRS, the automated storage retrieval system, is 150 million. The other 2 buildings, I don't remember the total investment in it, but we did purchase both of those. One was going to be production. That's where we're doing that Just Right product you mentioned, Jenny. And since then, we've actually are taking both of them into production type facilities. So they're kind of split into half warehousing, half production on both of them, because we are outgrowing our footprint in there. So it's really been a nice way to continue to keep here and stay in Clinton. So both of those buildings will become full production facilities. And then that big ASR, I think it was you said the rumors on Facebook it was an Arby's, but
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A.
be nice,
steak and
right?
shake.
That's
yeah.
a big
Sorry.
Chick-fil-A, man.
It's huge, but yeah, and sorry, it's not. It's a giant vending machine for our finished goods or our pallets, and that's the $150 million investment that we've.
And there's only one other of those in the Purina brand, correct?
Right now, there's only one more down in Hartwell, Georgia, and that's been running for maybe about a year. And then since we got started on this, they've started 2 more. So they're the way of the future that we see and that we continue to invest in, because you can look at that giant building. It's about 128 feet tall, and you can fit about 52,000 pallets in that thing.
Isn't that insane?
Which
That's
is
insane.
What's even crazier
Crazy
is
how
that
much
I think
space.
the workforce that'll be in that building is like single digits, right?
It's about 15.
Okay.
But the reason it's 15 is because it still offers some work-life balance. So when you've got a machine like that, we need to keep it running, keep things going in and out. But to do that, we're not going to have people run 24/7. So they're on a split schedule. So
and you brought people in from outside of the Clinton area to help run that.
For getting it up and running, we absolutely brought in a number of people. I don't know the number of contractors, but the company that we're using is actually out of Italy. So we've had a lot of foreign help from the Italian group. So some people have been hopefully around the community. I know Hampton Inn is a very popular location for our team to go there, and but yeah, they're helping us start it up, and then some of them are staying for another year, maybe longer. And then we've hired a lot of internal growth. We talk about that career development a lot, and it's really cool to see that people are saying, "Hey, I've started here and I was driving a forklift, but I can do more for this organization." And I think that technology is really neat. How do I get involved? And a lot of people have jumped into that, and some from outside that we've gotten the privilege to grab from the local talent pool as well. So it's been about 15 people total is what we're going to end up with. Of quite a few mechanics have come to that, and again gone through our version of the apprenticeship program with Clinton Community College help, and gotten to grow some operators that we started here, and some that came from high school and so on. So
just to shed some more light on that operation. So rather than going horizontal with the warehousing, a traditional racking system and a big long building, they're going vertical. And it is, like you said, nearly 130 feet tall, 52,000 pallets. And when you said vending machine, because it's all robotics.
It's all robotics. Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Wow. And what an investment in our community. We're so lucky to have
That's
that.
what people don't know.
They don't get it. Maybe they do. I shouldn't say that.
Well, no, they don't know because they're grumbling about this, that, and the other thing. When you see cranes in the air, that's a good sign.
Right.
When you see the injection of new money into our existing industries, that's a good sign.
It's
a company
huge
like
thing.
Nestle Purina PetCare does not invest in a plant that they feel is not producing.
No.
Or is not worth the investment. So it speaks volumes on how great that plant is here in our community. And when you were saying earlier, like, everybody's really happy with what they do, they're proud of the work they're able to accomplish. That's so true, because when I go in there, anybody wearing jeans and a blue shirt that says Nestle on it will give you the tour of the plant and do it just as well as Justin can.
It's true.
They're all very knowledgeable about how the entire plant functions.
And Justin said something that I really like too. You think of big business, you think of corporation, you think of bottom line, money, but you just said, well, we're going to have 15 employees because we want that work-life balance.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, when I was young, companies didn't think about that stuff. They just wanted to make the money. And Nestle, I don't know how you guys get it all done, because you concentrate on your product, you do the things you're supposed to do for all of that safety and work-life balance for your employees, plus getting people, where they want to be in their career. That's incredible.
It takes a big team, and I'm very fortunate to have a good team. And again, it's about how do we continue to find the right people and that want to do that, right? It's not for everybody. Manufacturing is kind of a niche market, but it absolutely can offer a great career. And like you were mentioning, some of the people who retired, we've had a couple of great operators. Rod Gossard was just retiring out of there, and I think he had almost 20 years, and most of his family, his kids came, and I think that's, again, it's a testament of you can have a really good life, and yes, there are some times we work some long hours, but you can have a really good career out of a place like that.
And a work culture that people
if
like.
you want to travel, the opportunity's there for that as well.
Right.
Hey, I want to go to another factory. Great. Hey, there's one outside of Phoenix, Arizona that we have quite a few people that are, I'd really like to go to Flagstaff.
Like it.
Yeah, it's great to go skiing there.
Yeah.
So, but it's a really fun.
Jenny, we need to make a trip to St. Louis.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got so many friendly faces out there.
Yeah.
Bring your pets, not your dog that you don't like. That one.
Nobody wants that.
No, they've got a nice
friendly
dog park there. Yeah, the headquarters has a really nice dog park, and it is pet friendly. You can bring your pet in, and so yeah.
Well, your site is pet friendly as well. I mean, as far as you go in there and you see everybody's pictures of their pets, and that's pretty cool. I like that.
We're still working on getting the ability to bring dogs and cats in, but that there's some things we have to do to get the site ready.
You have a robotic dog.
We do have Spot. Yeah, we do have Spot.
Talk
that runs
about
around.
that.
So that's the technology piece. So Spot is the robotic dog from Boston Dynamic, and they just walks around and they run programs on it, and he's looking for temperatures, he's looking for air leaks, he's looking for different anomalies that traditionally we'd say, hey Andy, welcome to the organization, go walk around and see if you find an air leak, and so you'd wander around for hours, and now Spot runs a route, comes back and sends the diagnostics, and our team can look at it and say, hey, we need to go look at this piece of equipment because something's not right. So it's really neat to see, and Spot's been really fun to watch, and a little creepy sometimes.
You just don't, all of a sudden Spot takes over the plant.
Not so good for business. We're not feeding Spot, but he's really neat, and he does a lot of good things for simplifying our process, and again making that digital piece come to life for us. So.
And that's what people don't know when they go by. You know, if you're not involved with Nestle Purina PetCare, you go by, you don't realize the cutting edge that you're on. I mean, that's pretty cool.
It is. And again, even back to this ASRS, right? It's a bunch of robots and elevators and a monorail that's taking things around. So what traditionally was done on a fork truck is all going to be done with robots, and it's putting it in the vending machine, and then it goes to the next spot and picks up what they need, and they'll bring it down and drop it right there for our operators to give one final quality check before we put it on a trailer and ship it to the consumer.
That's so cool.
Yeah, very cool.
It is.
For some reason, when you talked about putting dogs into the facility, my mind just reverted to Willy Wonka when the kid jumps into the chocolate vat. Like imagine a dog just jumping into the conveyor of bacon strips and just laying there, just like totally like full and just.
I died.
I'm going to heaven. This is amazing. It's endless. It keeps coming. It keeps coming.
We were just talking about HR for that purpose. We have to have two doors, so we can't let the dogs into the factory, and we're one door short. So we're talking about how do we do that so that we can allow the dogs in and not have them get free into the factory and go roll around in the begging strips.
Yeah, again, you're I mean, speaking of the entire team, I've built relationships with pretty much every department in that plant, specifically the factory manager position. You know, Jane's been with you guys for a long time.
29 years,
She's my go-to if I ever want to come by for a visit, but also your HR department has been just rock solid.
Right.
We've had such a great relationship with them over the years. They've been very supportive of everything we do here at Grow Clinton. So we love it. We're huge fans. So anytime you need anything from us, don't hesitate to call.
Absolutely. It's been a good partnership.
So amazed that, when I try to get a hold of Justin, he responds. It's Justin. And they're always trying to, like Sarah, tell me her last, Vanderveer. Always wants to make sure things are okay with me. And I'm going, me? Yeah, I'm good. I don't know. But just that is that touch that you guys give the community. It's great.
No, we really enjoy, I think, that the ability, our belief core value is pets and people are better together, and to be part of the community and help encourage that is a huge piece. So,
okay, I have a question. This is coming from all the old people in town here. When's that Christmas tree going back up on that building?
I don't know. I'll have to go ask.
Come on now.
See what we can do.
When was there a Christmas?
There was a Christmas tree right where the checkerboard was.
Building,
and there was always a Christmas tree up there. And I have said stuff about it, and I get the safety thing.
How do you get it up there?
But also
I'll have to ask.
They can just
an answer.
They can project more on the side of the ASR.
That was my next thing. What are you going to do? I mean, you could have community drive-in movies. You could just do a nice.
Well, you have been talking about what you're going to put on there for brand recognition.
Yep, we've been trying to figure out how we do it smartly. So we are looking at is there a simple laser that you can use and project up there the different brands. We haven't figured it out quite yet because we don't want to be disruptive to our neighbors.
Why?
By any means.
Do it.
It's kind of bright, and we're already a little bright out there.
So anybody complains, just stick Spot on.
That's right. Spot's coming for you.
The Terminator.
I'll be back.
We definitely could do movies on that. That's big enough for sure.
Yeah. One other benefit for your employees is you have an employee store.
We do. Yeah. Yep.
which is heavily discounted for employees, covering pretty much all of your brands, as well as the other Nestle brands that are like human consumables.
Yeah.
So you can go into the store. They have the dog food, they have bacon strips, treats, and then they have a whole like freezer section where you can get pizzas and stuff like that.
Chocolate?
Yeah. Not chocolate anymore. We don't have the chocolate business anymore, unfortunately. But we do have
striking out.
We have Jack's Pizza, the Tombstones, the DiGiorno's, and
What?
And yeah, it's a really nice benefit for our team. It's
That's
open
a thing.
certain hours, and
I didn't know that.
Our team definitely appreciates and takes full advantage of it. So we have. It's dependent upon what's available. We're kind of get the last selection, if you will. We need to get it to the storefronts first. But from a pet food standpoint, we can get pretty much all of it, and our team
Doesn't
really
have a fast
appreciates
or
it.
a long trip from the plant to the
No.
store.
Oh, man. I didn't
Turn
know
around.
any of that.
So,
Wow.
yeah, we've had that for a few years. I think it's been in place, and we continue to try to evolve it and make sure it's what the team wants and needs. And
It's all good.
it's good stuff. It's really
Yeah.
nice. It's a benefit, and even our retirees take advantage of it. So
Hold
there's
on.
a day
That's
for
the other
retirees.
thing I
Hold
think is
on.
really cool.
So,
Yeah.
You need to get up with a retiree, and they can hook you up.
Jim Marshall, give me a call, buddy.
What now? So the retirees can still come back.
Yep. There's certain hours that we have, so the retirees can come and take advantage of the company store if they want to get their pet food.
That is so cool. Wow.
Yeah, and I was out there for, I don't know, Amy Kerr was there.
Yeah.
Well, Eric Helding was there as well. We did something, I don't remember what it was for. It was a tent out in front. And you were there.
50th maybe?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys invited all these retirees back
Yep.
too. And they
Yeah.
had like a watch or something. They had something Purina-ish
Yeah.
that they were given in their retirement. So, but they came there and their families came. And
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of pride that these people had in their place of employment, you don't find that all the time. I mean, how many people retire and just never even want to don't even want to drive by their
No.
place of employment?
Well, how many employers, don't just, how many do you think just say, thank you, bye?
Yeah, thanks for
You
all
know?
years of service.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. See ya.
Goodbye.
No, we try to make it a big deal. It's special for us that we have people that want to retire from our organization. So our HR team does a really nice job. They get the option of a cake and some kind of recognition. Our fork, if you're a fork truck operator now and you retire, they actually do a drive-by, so all the fork trucks line up and
That's
and
cool.
they high five or wave as they go by and just.
This is
final
why
goodbye.
people,
So
it's
a
generational.
fun place
Yeah.
to work.
It is.
You
They
do
have
a
a lot of
great
good
job.
stuff.
You put out a
Yeah.
rock solid product. The culture is great.
Yeah.
The staff is awesome. Your
Yep.
entire Purina team. I remember the one year, it was probably the second or third year, I did the Memorial March, where on Memorial Day, we marched from, back then it was Eagle Point Park to Rose Hill Cemetery in Comanche. And I cannot remember, I think it was Amy Kerr was the factory manager at the time. But she called me and was like, hey, you want some Purina people to come out? And, Bankston was there. She's back,
Yeah.
by the
Yeah,
way,
she
in
is
the area.
there. Yeah.
But she said, I said, yeah. They sent like 30 people out,
Yeah.
and they all had special shirts made for the event
Yeah.
that had the Purina logo on
Purina,
it.
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
so cool.
Gosh.
Shirts and
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
neat.
And the culture continues to evolve, and I think it's individuals like Amy and Eric and Roger that have built this, Kurt Rouse and the team again. They do such a nice job at building the culture. It's one that we continue to try to evolve. We actually give our veterans off the Veterans Day, so it's an option to take it and go spend time recognizing your service and
How many
appreciating
companies
that.
do
So
that?
it's-
I mean,
it's-
really,
yeah,
that's-
it's all these things, and again, a lot of that's internally grown. Our team says, "Hey, this would be a good thing we can do."
Yeah.
Some of it is still business. It's big business, so we get some of them that are told to us what the holidays are, but a lot of them are things that our team says this would be a really nice benefit for our team, and we want to go participate in things like that. And
To be kind of, it sounds, but really, to keep your team healthy and keep everybody coming to work and everything, you've unlocked it.
Yeah, I mean, the turnover is probably one of the most costly things that a company
Yeah.
can go through. It's, everybody just says, well, fire that person or get rid of that person. Do you know how much has been invested in that individual? Do you know how much training they've gone through?
Yeah.
Do you know how much we're going to have to invest in a new hire?
Right.
So you want to create a culture where it's easy to retain people.
yeah.
And then work through problems. If somebody's having a difficult time, identify maybe their strength that should not be applied to that position.
Yeah.
Where else are they skilled?
We have lots of opportunity,
Yeah.
right? And I think you guys came up for the grand opening our education and training area.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of those things that you're talking about, Andy, is like, if this isn't the skill for you, well, here's some lessons and how to do something a little different. And we use a lot of the tool is called POCA, but it's YouTube basically for manufacturing. So internal grown videos of how we do different things. And so every employee, most all employees have an iPad, and they can pull this POCA video up and let's learn how to do this skill set, right? And so I think
How could you be more supportive
really
than that?
Really cool. And they have the space. We have a really nice space. Hey, let's go take the time to go learn these things. And if this isn't what you want to do, well, hey, maybe this is a different area.
Yeah.
We can relocate you to.
Yeah.
And get you
All
the
right.
stuff. So
Well, Justin, I just want to say in closing, one of the things that I want to mention is, during COVID, a lot of industry realized a decline in overall sales. Not the pet food industry. You guys grew double-digit percentage points that year, like 10+%.
Yep.
And you continue to grow.
we do. Yeah,
I mean,
we're
so no
staying
matter
steady.
what's happening in society, people genuinely care about the food that they're giving their pets and the
Right.
quality and where it comes from.
Yep.
And, I remember, I don't remember who I was talking to at the time. It was somebody in corporate actually. And we were just we were making random phone calls to corporate to see how everything was going during the COVID and making sure, companies were doing well. And they were like, yeah, I mean, we're taking advantage of the time that we have to make sure that our employees and everybody is safe, because that's the number one concern.
That's always number one. Yeah.
But the thing that we're realizing is our sales are going up.
Yeah.
So
People are
it's a
home.
good industry to be in. I
It
mean,
is.
whenever there's a major issue, you usually see an increase in cosmetics continue to do well. That's one thing that very rarely declines. And then pet food, I've realized, and then booze.
Yeah.
That continues to do well. Yeah.
All the comforts.
Yeah, so-
all the
but no,
comforts.
It's been great to see, and it's been a steady position to be for, again, with a lot of it goes back to the science base that we have with our organization. And, there's always those commercials out there, and you know which ones they are. But when you go back to the science and the background we have in the science, that's what brought people, I think, to come back and stay with us. And, you think about what went on during COVID, and everybody started with, hey, this supplement and that, and I need these things. And then you start researching that, well, what's good for me is good for my pet. Sure. So
It's that education. Because like you said, back in the old days, you just whatever dog,
throw it out.
and not whatever you had, here you go. And then whatever bag is cheapest, I'll go get that. And now people are really educating themselves.
They're educated, and it goes. We have all this science. The question of what impresses me, it's how much goes into making one kibble of pet food.
Yeah.
Is a lot of science, a lot of work, a lot of great people putting a lot of effort into it, and our people do a lot of great work here at the Clinton site to make that happen. And
Well, you can get it-
is huge to the growth.
Right. And if you can get it down to managing people's allergies through pet food,
Yeah,
I mean,
you can.
that's
We've got a
incredible.
couple, two of those products.
Yeah.
now. So yeah, those are only made here in Clinton, Iowa right now. So
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
we were talking about them on the radio this morning,
Yeah.
specifically the cat dander. If you're
Yeah.
allergic to cats,
Yep.
they have a proprietary blend of a powder that's sprinkled on the food, the cat food. As the animal consumes the food, it removes the allergen from the dander.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's just, again, it goes back to all the
Justin
science.
thought
I
of
don't
it.
know.
He thought
Oh, did you?
yeah,
I
he,
You're a
wish.
genius.
he worked it up.
Genius.
Yeah, just,
Just
in
in
a
the
napkin
backyard, right?
somewhere.
They're
yeah.
just sitting at a bar.
No, it's
thinking.
good. No, your
Yeah.
staff is great. I remember when you talk
Great team.
about quality assurance and research and development and what all goes into designing pet food. Candace, who we were talking about earlier when we were doing a Women in Manufacturing series, which we got a kickstart again. By the
Yeah,
way,
that's
Jenny.
great.
We kind of took our foot off that.
Emma was
Yes.
supposed to be here, and she's running our Women in Manufacturing.
Yeah, I saw you
so,
guys are doing that.
Yeah.
But I interviewed Candace, and she was so nervous, like
Really?
super nervous. Well, she was in the lab,
Yeah.
and of course, all the guys in the lab were giving her a hard time because they're
No.
working. They're working. I'm standing there with the camera. She's freaking out. But my point is like they were getting to the point where they were actually like cutting little slivers of chicken, raw chicken, and then testing like. I don't know what they were looking for, but they were putting it through this whole system to determine like the nutritional value as an additive to the pet food.
Gosh, it's incredible. And
In
that's
Clinton, in their facility.
And that's a good point to bring up is, a lot of people don't think of women in manufacturing, and there are a lot of positions
There are a lot. And,
open.
And we do everything we can to help support and continue to grow that. And it goes back a little bit to that work-life balance piece. How do we offer up the right type of schedule and
Right.
and right facilities? And right opportunities. I think one of the better things we've had recently has been we have mothers' rooms. If you are nursing, we also have a really good program for paternity leave, and so it's one of
so
those
important.
that we need to continue to grow, and we need to continue to evolve in our women in manufacturing group. And I know you guys have done a really nice job with some of those the videos. I think Stacy was helping set up, and so it's really cool to see those, and also even getting into the high schools and the middle schools and hearing what they think of the different manufacturing. And I think just all of that really is one of those that how do we continue to evolve and bring that knowledge of what's right here in your backyard is a great place to have a career.
Right.
Well, speaking of that, if you're interested in a career at Nestle Purina PetCare here in Clinton, you can go to, Nestle
Purina Careers.com.
Nestle Purina Careers.com. You can select the facility. Just type in Clinton, Iowa, and there's a whole list of opportunities there for you. So check that out. Justin, thank you so much for joining us. Jenny, what do you got?
I just wanted to say mother's room and paternity leave.
Yep.
Wow. What a benefit. I mean, gosh.
Big stuff. Yeah,
that is big stuff.
It's fun to
Jenny's going to have another kid now just to take advantage of it, huh?
I'm not going to say anything.
All right.
He will be called.
Well, Justin, thank you so much for joining us here on the podcast. Again, we want to say thank you to Miles Communications for always hooking us up with some high-speed internet, allowing us to broadcast this podcast out to multiple social platforms uninterrupted and wicked fast speeds. My name, as always, Andy Sokolovich. Jenny, thank you so much. Do you have a busy rest of your week?
Yes, I'm going to go out and do some more retention visits and just say hello to people, see what's up, and I love it.
Yeah. Also, last plug, if you would like to be a guest on the Grow Clinton podcast, email Jenny, JHOLM at growclinton.com, and she'll get you scheduled.
Absolutely.
Very cool. All right. Well, everybody enjoy the rest of your week until we talk to you again. Stay classy, folks. See ya. I forgot my button doesn't work here, so I gotta... Where's my mouse? There she is. There we go. End stream.